Oh. Here, you center yourself.
Whenever Caitlin pops in, she's always like, oh.
Oh. There you go. Yeah, you're in the exact right place. And the floor's the right height. It's a perfect demo day. Look at this.
Caitlin really sounds like a character in a video game. Like,
Well, she is a character in a video game, Logan. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Not teleport. Big play space with friends. No tutorial today. No Caitlin voices. Okay, so I'm gonna demo the thing that you guys can't actually see yet, but is great.
I followed you here.
I'm frozen? No, it's just because you load slower than me. Okay, so you guys see that this material has an outline here?
As a cell shader does.
As a cell shader, well, sometimes does. So I finally figured out by using my own outline script that I had written in my shader with that cell shader I had bought, finally got the outline working in both eyes. It was like the most annoying thing, and you guys can't see in 2D, but like many of the outlines would only show up in either the left or right eye, depending on the tilt of your head, which was so aggravating before. But I made a new shader and I applied it to everything, and now all the outlines work perfectly.
Nice.
That's cool.
They work for both of my eyes, but that's good.
Okay, good, Logan. Okay, let me show you the cell shading on the enemies now. Let's get one to spawn. Hopefully it's a fish first, and you guys can see the animations and stuff too. Oh, there's one behind us somehow. Okay, so
I know this. Oh, sorry, go for it.
Okay, so I got rim lighting and what is it called? Spectral? The little thing where you can see the shine. I don't know why you can't see the shine right now. I don't know. Where's the sun?
I saw it earlier.
Killer or something.
Yeah, so they're all like
Nice.
correctly
Love the shine.
shaded now. Oh, there he is. He's got a little shimmer.
He's just giving little kisses.
Yeah, he was kissing us. Also, I don't know if you could tell, but when he was swimming at us, his tail was flipping. He's idle right now, and then he swims faster, see? And then he goes back to idle, swims faster, goes back to idle. And then when I shoot at him, he goes, ow!
Oh.
And then he dies.
He should turn into little fish fillets.
Exactly,
Nice.
fish fillets. Oh, let's get an upgrade to make this movement faster here. And then let's go find a firefly to shoot at, because they also have animations.
As a small recommendation, can you make the sticks
They're still
more dildo-like?
Yes.
Right now it's like only like 80% dildo-y, and you can really turn it up a notch.
You want
Which
this to have
sticks?
like a...
All those.
You want this to be more dildo-y.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I am. This is the last model I'm going to probably buy and replace. It's kind of like the last.
Can maybe
Dev
split
model.
a little bit too when
Okay.
you succeed.
On the
Thanks, Kevin.
dildo to butt plug spectrum, it's definitely a little further on the butt plug.
On the
I'm no
dildo to
expert in
butt plug
that,
spectrum,
unfortunately.
it's definitely a little bit more dildo. Is that what you said? Was that the judgment call,
Butt
Logan?
plug.
Yeah, I would leave this to Logan to be the expert on.
Why are we not spawning
I don't
enemies
know
right
what
now?
you mean, Kevin.
I don't understand why we're not spawning enemies.
Do fireflies only spawn at night?
No, but that would be a cool idea that I should maybe do. I was thinking of also making fish like fish will only spawn near the water or something. God.
Yeah, but if they're swimming in the air, I don't.
It doesn't make sense
It's true.
anyway.
It's true. It's true. Get him, Caitlin. Get him.
I do find it unsettling the fish don't have eyes. That's the
God,
one
there's
thing.
no fireflies spawning.
They remind me of creepy cave fish.
Yeah,
have,
none
like,
of the
googly eyes on them.
none of the models in this pack have eyes. Although most of them are
If
insects.
you added
so.
googly eyes to everything, that would be pretty cool.
Googly-eyed
Googly
buttholes
eyes.
would be extra cute.
Finally, here's a frickin'. Hey, can you move the shield so we can see the?
Like, I'm actually somewhat serious about the googly eye thing.
Googly eyes would be good.
Okay,
But you
so
definitely have to have the eyes react to the physics of the object that's moving.
so this guy. Oh, I didn't actually hit him.
Did
See how he hates it?
Ow.
Yeah.
He hates it.
He
then he
does
dies.
hate it.
Nice.
Yeah. So those animations working out. This
Do you
$5
just,
pack
impart
is
some
like
of
the best pack.
momentum onto them? Is that how you do it? You have to impart some like force on them when they get hit.
Oh, that's actually
Yeah.
pure physics. There's no script for that. Oh, we got a big one. And That is just literally the fact that they're both rigid bodies with mass, Kevin. So when you collide,
Nice.
physics happens.
Nice.
And I've been spending a little bit more time trying to tweak things like mass and drag and like make things feel a little bit better, because I just like when I first started this game I just like kind of made everything rudimentary. So I've been tweaking like enemy mass and stuff. Die, guys, die. There's also an individual bullet type for each shooting enemy now, so you guys might have seen they shoot orange balls that are a different damage, do different damage than the green balls.
The Cheeto Puffs.
And then the last thing is over in this new objective area, which I keep putting down the engine so I can't see it. You can upgrade stuff if you want. Maybe like the shield, reflector shield, that'd be cool for this. So I got this little objective area, which is like kind of a cliffsy area, and a new enemy.
Ooh.
They're cute little butterflies. They'll impart health upon you. That's
And
what
they shoot a new type of projectile that seeks, and they shoot it like at an angle, so you kind of get hit on both sides.
healing water bubbles.
Shoot one once, Caitlin, instead of like a bunch of times. So they animate, they close their wings and fall. They turn on gravity for a second when they get hit. Just shoot one once. Oh, there he is. Oh, he did it, but he didn't fall on my screen. That's kind of funny.
Went up.
Yeah, he did. Here, let me shoot one of these guys.
You fell up.
These guys need
Yeah, I love
more
how, like,
health.
clearly she screwed up in shooting it.
Yeah, clearly.
I really like this cliffs area. It looks cool.
Yeah, thank you. I spent a little time doing some terrain design last night. Oh, see, they're dropping. They're supposed to drop like that.
Drop a lot.
Also, that was
They're
partially
supposed to.
momentum. These butterflies are way lighter than the other enemies. They're like an eighth the mass.
Yeah.
So
I'm
they
guessing that
get
what
knocked
happened
around more.
is like they get some force when they flap, and then you hit it, and then they're still going up.
So the
Well,
flapping is
that's
not
gravity.
force at all. It's just animation. The game
Oh,
object in the
pure
same
tweening,
place.
huh?
It's pure animation. Yeah, tweening. It's not exactly tweening, but I do have the collider moving with the animation. So even though it's just animation moving them, the collider is where the thing
Okay.
actually is. Which
There's
didn't.
no reason why he went up then.
The reason why it went up is probably because the ball hit him on the bottom of his collider. They're sphere colliders, so you probably get a pool ball kind of effect.
That would make sense. So therefore it's the imparting of force going upwards.
Yes. Yes, indeed. And yeah, these are the only enemy that I have sphere colliders on, so probably you see that effect here more than otherwise. Ooh, fish coming out of the water.
Whoa! Oh my god.
That fish was trying to fuck your shit.
He was.
That was one angry
He didn't
tune.
quite get there. So yeah, these I'm gonna play around a little bit more with how many projectiles they shoot, but I kind of like them like shooting to each side, so it's like a little bit more of a dodging challenge / shield challenge. Also, these bullets have a bunch of drag on them. Here, let one of these guys shoot us, Caitlin. Maybe this guy. So these bullets have a bunch of drag on them because they're seeking, right? So you don't want them to get going like super fast. So they have to have drag. But then when they reflect, they need to turn the drag off. Why aren't these guys shooting at us? Oh, there. Did he just do it?
Killed the one behind
Okay.
us, but not this guy. On the shield.
Well, here he goes. Yeah. So it still reflects right back at him, and it turns drag and everything else off. So it just becomes like a normal projectile when it reflects. So there we go.
Oh,
There's the new enemy.
Oh,
And
All the enemies seems like they're a natural part of the habitat, and you're the one disrupting
Yeah, I'm gonna have to work really hard to make it not feel like you're the bad guy
it. To
here.
convince people that you're supposed to be
Very good
killing
point. It's like
evil
you're a
butterflies.
I think what I'm gonna do with the
Treekeeper, and
story.
you're destroying all the wildlife.
Yeah, but the wildlife is maybe you're just taking such good care of the trees that it's an acceptable loss. You know, that could be one. That could be one
All the
storyline.
animals are
These are all
Right.
pests, natural
The
pests to the
lesser-
tree.
Yeah,
Remember,
especially
Brian, the
fish.
lesser of
Fish.
two
All of the
evils
wildlife
is
is seen
still
right now.
evil.
The lesser of two evils is still evil. Jason would
That
totally
was
agree with you.
Justification of liberals for not voting in basically every election ever.
Yeah, nice.
I have a aesthetic recommendation,
What's that?
and it's really bad timing because it's sunset now, so it's like we can't
Oh.
point it out. I think that you need to do something about the horizon. Maybe you're still planning on doing it. It's just
You're
not a priority.
absolutely right. Yeah, especially when you get high, you really notice it. How it is. It's a draw distance thing. I think. Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's not. It's really just about like the colors and the saturation, and you're giving me nausea by tilting constantly, Brian.
Well, I'm trying to show
Why?
you how like the horizon is not consistent right now.
Oh, I haven't noticed that. I was just talking aesthetics.
Okay.
So my criticism is that the horizon gets really light colored at the boundary, and I think it just like doesn't work very well with the color palette that you already have because everything is already very light colors everywhere. I think either the sky has to be more saturated than it is on the horizon, or you might want to consider having like a static background along the horizon so that you hide it most of the time, just like with distant mountains or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I think you're right. I think I do need an actual skybox, not just right now I have a skybox that only emits light, but you can also do like
Textures.
images in textures in your skybox. So I think
Yeah.
you're right. I think I'm going to need something like that. And probably it'll have to do something to do with trees. So it's a little bit of a story
Trees.
question as well.
Trees,
Wait,
mountains, just something that covers a lot of the lower levels, so it's not just like that bright white. Because since this is a 3D flying game, you're just constantly seeing it. Whereas in a lot of
Yeah.
other games where they rely on that, you're not high up in the air most of the time, so
True.
it's not obvious.
True.
Are you gonna set a draw distance?
I do. I have it dynamically set. So like by default, everything everything. I think it's 1,000 meters. Unity units, which are basically a meter for my game.
Yeah.
That everything draws to. So like, you can see that actually coming into effect for some of the things like the gear. Oh, it's sunrise now, so you'll get to see your effect, Logan.
My effect. It's the Logan effect now.
Logan, you made it. You're responsible.
Logan defect.
No.
Logan defect, more like.
No.
You'll see the draw
The
distance
one
come
thing
into
I
effect in a
did.
second. Oh, why did I keep dropping the engine to shoot? We got one below us too. We're gonna die in a second.
Like the sunrise looks nice because it's a very contrasting color, but now
Yeah,
it quickly
way to
goes
get
to
help.
white.
Yeah, so maybe you're just thinking like more blue right away after it's done sunrising.
Either having just like a more saturated blue color on the horizon at all
Yeah.
times, because you'd see it goes to this white color by default.
Kevin, are you seeing the draw distance
or-
effect with the Ferris wheel?
What are we
I'm
looking
getting
for?
dizzy.
The
I
top
see
of the
it.
Ferris
Yeah,
wheel.
I see
See?
it like that.
And it's also affected by my camera. That's why I'm moving my head like that, because it's affected by where my view is. I gotta figure it
How
out.
do you regain health?
Each objective gives you health.
It seems like you just want hysteresis applied to your rendering or something.
What's hysteresis?
It's like where what's an elegant way to describe it? It's like an example would be your air conditioning system, where it doesn't switch your air conditioner on and off at 68 degrees. It would switch it on at 68 and off at 66.
Oh,
so there's
yeah,
a
yeah.
buffer between them.
Yeah, unfortunately the draw distance settings by default don't do that, but I could like probably be clever about it and detect if
'Cause
it's
then-
drawn and then change the draw distance or something.
It wouldn't flicker, at least, if you did that. It would just disappear, and then it wouldn't come back until you got closer again.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. That is maybe there's a built-in effect for that for draw distance. But anyway, to fully answer Kevin's question, everything fades out at 1,000 meters except for the terrain and the water, which are on the terrain layer, and so there's a layer based in my camera script. I just set the draw distance differently for those.
Alright. Alright, well, should we call it?
Yeah, we should call it.
It's past 8.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, I like the new additions, Brian. The animations and the bugs kind of everything's kind of coming together.
Yeah, I love these bugs. I think they're like the best asset I've bought. These bugs.
Logan,
such
tip
as
of the
fish.
day. Want a more rich world? Add little shrubs and other randomly generated objects to the ground.
Okay, thanks, Logan. Yeah, I
Logan's
gotta.
game designer tips from a pro.
Unity Terrain has a function, by the way, to just like you can paint on objects like that, and they'll kind of like randomly place where your paintbrush is. I have to be careful though, because I'm not sure how many polygons I'm going to be able to support. So I may need to do like super low poly stuff for those kind of things.
Logan,
I
that
feel
tip
like that
of the
would fit.
day was a adequate contribution for the game dev.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
That was his
you.
weekly contribution.